I would like to pay my respect to lecturer and especially my classmate. Today, I would like to conduct my presentation. Of course, my presentation topic is language testing assessment. Normally, you can see the language testing assessment is very important for student learning progress. Normally, you can see that every student, they always enjoy with their classwork, group work, care work, and especially the other tests. So now, let me begin with my topic. My topic is taking a look like language assessment, and you can see the testing. We refer to two subjects. The first one we call vocabulary, and the second one we call speaking. As you can see, vocabulary and speaking always get along together, and we also recognize many kinds of speaking, vocabulary. We combine together, we call the inter-communication skill. Now let me quickly move. Alright, here, this is a table of contents. Normally, I also conducted 7 points. The first one we call introduction and purposes. The second one, the learning outcome and learning activity or learning task. Number 3, talking about a test blueprint and its description. Number 4, test paper. And number 5, test item analysis. Number 6, decision on the task item. And number 7, conclusion and recommendations. So now let's take a look together. Alright, so let me come up with introduction. So introduction, it commonly for language ability across the 4 skills. As you can see, there are 4 skills of English language test. So right now let me begin with the first until the 4th. So number 1 is talking about reading, listening, speaking, and writing. So those things we call 4 skills to be interrelated. So those things, 4 skills also combined together, or we call interrelated, which is can help a student to improve their communication skill easily. So ability can take the form of achievement, proficiency, or intellectual capacity. So if the student know exactly how to do 4 skills effectively in one way or the other way, they can use it for our communications. And we try to achieve the result for the student for those 4 skills, and we can help them to accomplish the other reality of the test. So that's why the student remain to learn 4 skills. Alright. So this is we call learning outcome and learning task. So when we talk about learning outcome, we have to know exactly what is learning outcome. Learning outcome refers to any kinds of ability the student have learned in classroom. They can apply for the other social working outside. For example, like bachelor student, they also get learning outcome. When they graduate from Year 4 or bachelor degree, they might have another job. The student can be able to apply for teaching or another position in Baltic International University. So when we talk about learning tasks, we have to know exactly what is learning task. Learning tasks refer to any kind of activity that we have gotten, or we have assigned by the teacher, by the lecturer, by the doctor. So those things will be a classwork, will be pair work, will be individual work, will be kind of a presentation, assignment, task, or any kinds of quizzes. So that's why we can see this is what we call learning test. So in order to make sure our learning test and we can get a very good fruitful result, or we call effective result, we can see we try to exaggerate it or process the variety by our institution, the broad framework including state of the analysis, we call constructions, implementation, and evaluation. So how can we analyze 4 parts of this? Analysis, construction, implementation, and evaluation. So basically, we can see all the teachers always adapt their own teaching strategy. We can try to observe whenever teaching activity always begin with any kind of the what we call the task paper. So the task paper can help the student to understand the whole part of the lesson, the whole part of unit, and especially the teacher can be able to evaluate the student learning progress whenever